Greetings, everyone. This is the Hipster Snek, and today I am playing Night, a game by the game developer Lou, whose games become ever more strange and confusing as I continue to delve into the 20 that currently exist on Steam. Let's get into it. This apparently has something to do with night and a woman related to the night, so she better hope Leon Belmont isn't nearby. Now, if asked, I would say I'm a night person more than a day person. I have kind of fair eyes, and I prefer, nice, shaded, comforting quiet of night versus the loud, overpowering, hectic rush hour of the day. Alright, very similar setup here. She is just rocking out up there for someone who looks like she's trying to take a nap. And bed. So, is this a dream? A lot of these games have been themed on dreams, so I wouldn't be surprised at all. So what's your deal? I thought I would have to interact with her, but apparently... Oh, TV. Whoa! Find 5 bananas? Okay. Alright. I was not ready for that musical change, but I never am in these games. The thing I have to say is the games by Lou are games that move at their own pace. They don't really care if you're ready for it, because the game is. So it's happening whether you're ready or not. Sometimes there's giant women. Sometimes, like, items are 50 times their normal size. Sometimes there's just babies scooting all over the floor, making all sorts of weird, unholy noises. Sometimes there's just dogs. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dogs. Anything goes. Ah, I found the adventure line. Found the adventure line from Stanley Parable, yeah. And just, yeah, no, those random mazes and giant dogs that sometimes lead gang wars and are sometimes just there to be cute and fluffy, and sometimes, you know, the giant dog is also a giant woman, because anything happens, anything goes. It's like, I don't think the game is all that concerned with itself in Lou's case. Like, it's not the fact that it's not trying to have some, like, concrete narrative or some kind of idea. It's like, it's just this weird thing that happens, and you're there to witness it happening. Whoa, I got a pretty mad vertical leap in this game. Alright. Now that I'm here, I can cheat at the maze. I just kind of glance down, look for yellow lines. If I fall out of bounds, I'd rather not find out. I don't want to start over. Yeah, like, and that's the thing that's always just kind of put me in awe of the experience, is just, they are just what they want to be, and they will never, for an instant, be anything else. Collect the bananas. Why? Who knows? Who cares? I just am. If I can find the stairs again, I can make this much easier. I don't have the slightest clue how I got there the first time, let alone doing it again. Ah, there we go. That's 5. Okay, not too bad. Why do I need bananas? Who knows? It can be for literally any reason. Now I am sweeping these pits for bananas. There's one. Why do I want them? Why did they make a noise that sounds like water falling into a sink? I don't know. And I don't care. I think the game that really kind of provided the most in the way of answers was, Neko Water. There was a very clear through line to the story there. Everyone died and you're a witch's cat. That's about as simple as a Lou story gets. I don't know, Mubo-sama was pretty straightforward, except for the fact that I couldn't figure out how to get the alternate endings. I do plan to revisit that game, by the way. I haven't given up on it. There's one. Yeah, but it's really just kind of like, it's whatever. You go into a Lou game for the experience, not because you think there's going to be some kind of masterclass in storytelling. Okay, where am I now? What the? Okay, I'm just falling now. No, I have to, like, bungee dive off the platform to get them in this one. Alright, cool. At least it's... I mean, yeah, I'm just collecting bananas, but it's changing up how I'm collecting the bananas. There's something to be said for something. I don't even know what I'm trying to justify at this point. I'm just... Again, I'm here for the ride. You don't go on a roller coaster because you think you're going to get some kind of, like, otherworldly story out of it. You're going on the ride for the experience of having gone on the ride. That's what a Lou game is like. Ah, door mazes. Another thing that we have visited often in these games. The texture looks like it's broken. Might as well just move room to room. Without a clearer understanding of how this maze works, there's no real harm in just guessing blindly and looking for bananas in every room. I'll take things video games make me say for 500, Alex. Are all the doors? Okay. Not finding a real cogent through line yet. Every time I end up in the room with nothing but glitched doors, it feels like I start the loop over again. Let's try the blue door. Like, I'll be straight up honest. You're not gonna play these games if you can't handle some questionable game design at times. Because honestly, Lou's games are either walking sims or they're puzzle games where the logic of the puzzle seems to be exclusively held by the game dev. Because a lot of these guessing puzzles don't have like a cogent through line. You just do what the puzzle wants you to do until you get it right. Kind of feels like I should have found at least one by now. Is that unreasonable, you think? I don't know what I did different that time other than lose my patience. Why did I get like a chime for a correct answer? There was only one door. What is going on? I thought the description said something about like a lady at night. Okay. Again, there's that weird water sound when I pick them up. Just gotta figure out how to get up there, huh? Once again, gotta give the dev credit for marching to the beat of their own drum. Whoa. Can't say I've ever dreamed of bananas before, but I guess after this I can't rule it out. My dreams just tend to be complete nonsense, honestly. Bananas and pizza. Dinner of champions. It's like banana milk for my drink. Yeah, it's about the face I'd make if I woke up after a dream like that. So that was one scenario, and I need to complete 4. I'm guessing is what my takeaway here is. So this might be one of the longer games. No, good. It's more annoying than my actual phone. Never thought I'd say that. I'm not that coordinated. Or not that uncoordinated either. Okay. I'm being love-bombed? I don't know what to make of that. I actually keep my phone on my desk, so it's not adjacent to my bed. That way, when my alarm goes off, I am forced to actually physically stand up. Alright. So I'm making tea or coffee or something? Looks like tea. I am a coffee person. Tea is fine. I don't really care for it much, though, I'll be honest. I am a coffee man. Coffee Snek. Well, gotta look fabulous for my day, you know. Oh boy. We have been here before. No doubt about that. So, what do you think it'll be, class? Glitches at the garbage can? Giant woman eating me? Giant dog eating me? Giant woman walking a giant dog who has a glitch near the trash can who subsequently eats me. Any of these things are possible. Maybe this is the prequel to Nagai-san. Am I seeing? Oh, no, it's a tree texture. Like, right hereabouts, the tree texture, like, almost dead center of my screen, the tree texture with those leaves covering it in just the right way kind of makes like a weird monster face, and I wasn't sure if that was deliberate or not. Weird things that you notice when you're not trying to. Oh, Okay. I guess that one was kind of more of a story than a puzzle. It looks like her eyes are open a little bit. Am I trying to wake her up? So are these like different things that can happen during the night? Get up to like go get a snack, or waking up because of a weird dream? Well, let's see what the next scenario brings us. I haven't been ready for any of it so far, so I don't see it making a huge Dog. Dog, dog, dog. My dog ran away from me again. Yeah, it's definitely a Lou game. It's also blue and neon. No, come back, Blue. Where's the next clue? I was already an adult by the time that show was on TV. Not an adult. I was like a teen. I was definitely too old for the show. But yeah, it came. Nick Jr. as a thing kind of like started up well after I would have been age appropriate to watch. Doing a parkour segment. Had mixed results, but the not tank control jumping is serving me much better. Some of the older games and I didn't see eye to eye on that. You see a restroom in your dreams, don't use it. That's how I can interact with the machine. Huh. Oh, they are stairs. Bucket? Alright, Blue, where are we going? Yeah, there's like an entire, like, 2 generations between me and the youngest people out there. And, you know, like, technically it's like the latter half of the millennials and Gen Z are who I'm actually referring to in that sentence, because, like, you guys and your SpongeBobs and your such, it's like, dude, I quit watching Nicktoons around the time the SpongeBob first came on the air. When I was little, it was all about Rugrats. I remember Hey Arnold. It was kind of a bit of a dry show, but it was wholesome enough. Angry Beavers was my jam, though. Talking about Nicktoons. By the time SpongeBob came around, I had pretty much switched completely over to, like, Cartoon Network and anime. Then Dutaku showed me G Gundam, and it was all over by then. What am I looking for? Oh, there you are. That was a dramatic little howl. See, I can kind of keep line of sight on him now. Just had to find him that first time. Or her, could be a her. I'm a cat person. I like dogs fine, to be clear. But, between the two, I lean cat. Cats are a little more independent. I can, you know, leave the house a bit longer, and they're fine. And, don't give me that, oh, well, dogs are more affectionate. You have not seen my cat. He is all over me at all hours. There is no animal more affectionate than my little buddy. I have to shut him out while I'm recording, or he'd be climbing on me as we speak. Just need to find a way up there. I just asked the dog. Just asked the Gaison to get me up there. Pick me up. Banana! The invisible wall gives you, like, just enough space to, like, move in here, but you can't actually pick up the banana. I guess it's also possible that you can play these in such a sequence that you haven't seen the banana event first. So, like, that may actually mean nothing to anyone who finds it, depending on, like, how they played the game. What's the deal? No, what's the deal? What was that? It's a giant... What is that? Giant omelet bowl? I'd be down. Yeah, I don't actually dream of food very often. Which is weird, given that I do love my food. Yeah, I took them with me. I mean, if you find a whole bunch of step stools in a dark alleyway, what else are you supposed to do with them? other than parkour. Anything over here? No. Now, to be clear, I'm not bagging on any of these games. I like certain ones more than others, but at the same time, like, Lu's games have such charm to them. Every one is such a completely different experience. Now it feels like I'm playing Minecraft. I had dreams about that. I played Minecraft a lot. I picked it up way back in like Alpha 1.4 or something like that. It was pretty early on. Okay. Hup. Can I clear that? Guess we're gonna find out. Hup. Okay, I got some good hang time. I can make this work. Plus, Lu's games don't tend to be that punishing. I think the one time... Whoops. Oh. Nothing happened. Thought I'd die or something, I guess. The one time I was actually, like, frustrated with the platforming was Thanks Mom. And that one, like, by the time I was at the last parkour segment, there was literally a switch to just turn it off and just walk. And even then, like, it treated it like it had a health bar, and then, like, it mechanically had no repercussions because you could just go at 0 health and the game didn't treat it any differently. Wouldn't be the first time Lu's pulled a prank on the player. Okay, legit. That's frustrating. I can't see my feet. I do not like first-person platforming. Like, you can reasonably intuit to a certain degree, like, where things ought to be. But if it's, like, absolutely you have to land the perfect jump to clear it, it's going to be a problem. Like, I don't have feet. I can't look down and see physically where I reside. So, like, you just have to trust that the ground is there when it's out of sight, which is a big thing to ask. Okay. I mean, there's no repercussions for falling other than losing your patience. That doesn't stop it from being just a tiny bit frustrating. Bark. Cheeseburger platforming? This dog really does get up to mischief. Now, see, this platforming is reminding me of Thanks Mom. So in this case, for probably a bit... What? Platforms are not perfectly square, apparently. And the twitchy, moving platforms were worse in Thanks Mom. But yeah, having flashbacks nonetheless is what I'm saying. Doggo. Doggo wants attention. Wake up. Okay, so that's the third. Looks like she's having a harder time sleeping now. Alright, I guess we're on to the last one then. I guess I did the mechanically most demanding one first. Oh, this is artistic. Well, that sounds distressing. Whoa. How did I get turned around? Is that me? Hi. Hi, my name is Afghan Cop. That's a Zork reference. can't jump anymore. Guess you can only jump when it's relevant. Doggo. So it's like a woman with a backpack or something. Kind of feels like we're going back into I don't remember the name of the game, the Lou game that had the crazy dancing cat yokai in my living room. That was like an operating table. Which is kind of a distressing bit of imagery on a regardless basis. Okay. Back to color, I guess. Am I being stalked by a baby? Or is that the idea? Is the baby the thing that wakes her up this time? Other family members are good at that. That was an annoying thing. Snek Dad has always been a morning person. And I'm not. Okay. Not too hard to figure out what that's about, but... Whoa! Before she was kind of rocking out while laying down. Now it looks like she's trying to praise the sun and having a bad time about it. You alright? You need help? Like, it kind of seems like this might be like life stages, perhaps? Like, the beginning, infancy, your childhood, a childhood dog. She has like the hat that she doesn't have anywhere else. Waking up to a cell phone, to a romantic conversation, perhaps a spouse or, you know, partner. Going to a job, you're an adult, you have a boring life ahead of you. So, if the time theme is what we're going for, then this would be old age or retirement or perhaps finality. Now there's 3 of you. Okay. So who are you and why am I trying to wake you up? Like, what is our relationship here? So is that like the night goddess becoming a day goddess? Like, I'm a little unclear. Okay. No answers. Just the title drop. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like the random doors puzzle. If you took that out, I think this game goes up by like a whole letter grade. That sounds harsh. It's really interesting, because there's lots of different ways that you could interpret this. You can kind of put your own spin on like what you think is being said. My whole thing about time and life stages could just be something I pulled out of thin air as far as the game dev is concerned. I don't know, it seemed like maybe this was just like a really weird long dream, or just like events that can happen at night, like going to a night job, or maybe she was going to get snacks in the middle of the night or something, or like you get woken up by a phone call but it ends up being a really pleasant one. Your dog needs to go out at night. I don't know. Reminds me of there was an episode of Muppet Babies that became a little bit of a YouTube poop for a while, because there was a song called Good Things Happen in the Dark, and it was supposed to be like why you shouldn't be afraid of the dark, but like everyone of course twisted it into a slightly lewd joke. I don't know, this was just really interesting. It kind of had a generally goofy vibe to it, like, oh, go through the maze, collect some bananas, because why not? That's just a Lou game in a nutshell, isn't it? This one is interesting. I enjoyed myself on the whole. I'll leave the link down in the description. Maybe you guys will find something that I didn't. Anyway, this has been the Hipster Snek, and this was Night. And I'll see you guys next time.